Lawmakers in the nation's capital are taking action to honor Charlie Kirk. Representative Mike Kennedy and Senator Mike Lee have introduced a resolution condemning the assassination. Representative Kennedy joining me now. Thank you for being with me, Representative. It's become clear this week the influence of Charlie Kirk, especially on young people. But explain why you think it's important for Congress to approve a resolution.
The reality behind Charlie Kirk is he demonstrates the vigor of free speech, which is ensconced in our Constitution. And for us to pass this resolution on the Senate and the House side is a reflection of a great life of an individual who continuously engaged in vigorous political debate without any advocacy towards violence.
Describe for us what exactly is in the resolution.
The resolution describes Charlie's effect on his life, the fact that he reached out to young people. He's a devoted husband, father, and Christian, and found a turning point and frequently engaged in these vigorous debates. And our resolution continues to condemn the assassination and extend condolences to Charlie's family, especially his wife and the two young children, and honors his commitment to the constitutional principles of civil discussion and debate, which is something that we all should embrace. I don't care which side of the ideological spectrum we reside on.
Representative, it's difficult to see something like this happen in Utah, where we often think that we are immune from political violence. What kind of message do you think this sends to the nation about Utah?
I unfortunately agree that there's going to be a mark left that people will remember us for something that is entirely the opposite of what we do believe in. And I'll say as well, there are rare pockets of our society throughout the country that believe that violence is the answer. But I certainly know that the people of Utah, in my area specifically, Utah County, these people do not advocate violence. They have their disagreements, but we work them out civilly. And how do I know that? 10 years in the state legislature, routinely working with my Democrat colleagues to pass laws, and the fact that we work together the vast majority of the time in the state legislature is a reflection. We do solve problems, and we solve them together instead of trying to solve problems with violence.
In your mind, is there something that can be done, or is Congress looking at things that can be done to really try to prevent crimes like this?
Absolutely. That always should be the pursuit. And I know that there's as I've been in the state legislature, now I'm in the federal circumstances that I've got access to security. But I'll tell you, with the violent efforts of people out there, there's never going to be enough. I'm an Eagle Scout, and I believe in being prepared. But we go back to the olden days, these sort of things. 9/11 is a reflection of that. The Columbine violence is a reflection of that. Sadly, these things continue to happen. But on my part, and for those that are willing to listen to me and Charlie Kirk and others, is that we want to advocate the fact that we can resolve differences without violence. Violence will not silence free speech, and it will not silence the great people of Utah. So UVU is a great institution. Utah is a great place full of great people, and we will rise from this terrible tragedy. And God bless Erica, the widow, as well as those two children, and the many Utah citizens that witnessed this horrific event.
Representative, I appreciate your time. Thank you so much for being with me today.
Thanks for having me.
That is Representative Mike Kennedy. He and Senator Mike Lee have introduced a resolution condemning the assassination of Charlie Kirk in Congress.